So I'm trying to come up with a video idea. I'm doing a bunch of different recordings, trying things, and going back, listening to them. And what I've noticed is that every 20 or so seconds, I say, you know, and I don't know where that comes from, but it's getting on my nerves. Me, the person speaking, it's getting on my nerves that I'm saying it so much. And I've had friends who say things, over. See, I just did it there again. I don't know if that caught it, but I said, like the span of 1 second in between those two words for some reason. But I've had friends who have things like that, especially when they're giving speeches and stuff in class. People say things like, and other stuff in between their words as like filler, blank space. See, can't have any sign. And I do that too. I use like, really big one, and it's stuff that I just can't help but just adding in there. And I'm sure this happens for everyone or a lot of people. You just add it in there subconsciously, and it's something that professional speakers try and really limit themselves on doing those things, because that's kind of it gets annoying at a certain point where if you say so much so often, especially with because like, they're all little things, they're all little, I don't know if is a word, but like is a word, and they're all small. But phrases like that definitely, that especially just gets on people's nerves. Okay, it gets on my nerves, is what I'm trying to say. That it's not to be rude or not to be mean or anything. I know it's all subconscious how I'm doing it. Almost everyone does it. They have it in fucking Japanese. They use eto instead of but there's, I don't know why the human brain is wired that way, that I guess we have to train ourselves not to use those filler words. But in my case especially, if I have a word like as my filler word or my filler phrase, when it's a phrase, that is definitely distracting and going to get on people's nerves. That's something I've noticed in my recordings. It's getting on my nerves. So if I say a lot, and I don't think I say this normally in conversation. Maybe I do. I'm trying to think of it, but maybe I do. Or maybe it's just something I say when I'm trying to tell a story, or when I'm trying to record myself talking to no one, to my fucking computer screen. It feels weird. Maybe that's why I'm saying all the time. But if you hear me say like every 20 seconds, every 30 seconds, you should know that I'm very sorry, and that if you have to click off the video, do so after all the ads. Just tell me in the comments, okay? For real, just be honest with me. Say, hey dude, you're being a real fucking dumbass weirdo, and it's really annoying to hear your voice when you say every 15 seconds subconsciously. Yeah, tell me, and I'll give you two responses. Either one, I didn't know, I honestly didn't know, and I appreciate your comment and I'll try and fix it. Or two, I was looking through it, I did know, and I just didn't give a fuck, okay? I just didn't care. Or the third option, I guess, the third hidden option. I didn't even fucking look at my recording. I didn't listen to it. That's how fucking lazy I am. That's how bad of a video it is if I say that. So just know if I'm saying, you know, like, let's say 10 times throughout the video. The 10th, you know, in a video. And if the video is less than 15 minutes long, just fucking click off. Just leave.